Okay, group one, example 3. A golf ball is hit from the top of a roof. Its height in feet above the ground after t seconds is given by our function right here. I'm going to make sure we include units. All right, it says part A, use Desmos to graph the parabola. So we're going to take Desmos. Okay, make sure when you put this in, we don't use t. We want to get in the practice of only using x, because that's what Desmos likes. Okay, make sure that graph looks similar to mine. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Oh, it's going all the way up. Never mind. It's going to be how it's going to be. That's okay. We are going to add a table here, okay, so that we can graph this. Okay, so go ahead and add a table there. It looks like we want to start at 0. We're going to add some numbers. Okay. It doesn't tell us what to graph to or from, so that's okay. No big deal. But if you look here, the graph started at 0, so it kind of makes sense to start at x equals 0. So at 0, y is 80. So it looks like this is going up by 10s, 50, 60, 70, 80. So there would be our starting point. 1 is at 128. 10, 120, 128 is almost about right there. Okay, 2 is at 144. So 140 is here, almost halfway up there. Okay, 3 is at 128. 4 is at 80. 5 is at 0. Okay, we're going to go ahead and connect those points. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and label this point just so we know what it is, since it's not perfect. So that's 2, 144, and this one here is at 3, 128, 128. These ones are 80. Those were easy to remember. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. All right, when is the ball at its highest point? Right here. Now, it says when. It doesn't say what is the highest point. It says when, implying we want time. And the time is that 2 seconds. Okay, what is the height? Is the 144. That's in feet. Okay, again, when does the ball hit the ground? Okay, so it starts somewhere here, goes up, comes down, hits the ground here, and it says when, and that's at 5 seconds. Okay, what is the height of the ball? So height at t equals 1. Right there, that's at 128 feet. Okay, so again, 2 ways to tackle this with Desmos. We can use the table, which is what we did, right? Or we could plug it into the equation. So let me show you what I mean by that. If we take the equation, right, and I want to know when t equals 1, I would just plug in 1 for t. And then I can get an answer out if I put it in my calculator. Okay, 128. So there we go. That comes out to 128 as well. So either way is fine. Okay, the y-intercept. Okay, the y-intercept is where our point crosses that y-axis, which is at 0, 80. 0, 80 right here. We got that from our Desmos table. Okay, what does this mean in context? Okay, well, if we think back to what it said here, it said a golf ball is hit from the top of a roof. So it's not hit from the ground, it's hit from the top of the roof. So you would say the golf ball was on a rooftop 80 feet above the ground. Probably should say when it was hit. When it was hit.